You also got a wasp looking to build a nest in there. Or did it already build a nest? I'm not gonna stick my camera in there to find out. Hey everybody, Jess Randall here today on this Sunday at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. It's been quite a while since we last visited. I think last time we came was like Roller Coaster Rodeo, so we didn't come for like the entire month of July. I know they're gearing up for Fright Fest here at Six Flags, so I kind of want to go around the park and kind of see what they're doing, kind of any updates that might be going on, and also see what else might be going on in person. Now, the first part of this video is going to be me just kind of going around the park, kind of seeing any kind of updates, and the second half of the video will be going over any information that might be useful, like current pass holder sales, or like any other upcoming events. But let's get going and see what's going on. As always, I have to point this out, there is a chaperone policy for Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Each day after 4 p.m., if you're 15 years or younger, you must be accompanied by someone who is at least 21. And you must have a government ID to prove that you're 15 years or older. So there is a small wall here at the front refill station as soon as you enter the park. It looks like they're just doing maybe some renovations to it. Coming soon. It's just a nice little refurb to the refresh station.
Now, Summerbration is technically still going on, but all the shows have run their course. They're over for the season. They're probably gearing up for Fright Fest, preparing those shows. And the only thing that's really going on is the Blockbuster Blast that takes place on Saturdays at 9:15 at Lone Star Littles.
I did get here right at park opening on Sunday morning. Currently, Boomerang is not running. Now, I'm not sure if it's down, but sure it'll be running later on today.
So from what I saw, Boomerang was still down around 12 o'clock when I was heading out. So I'm not sure if it was down for the whole day or if it popped back up later in the day.
Got people already lining up to go to Hurricane Harbor. That opens at 12:30 or 12, I think. Now the Roadrunner Express, from what I can see, is running one train, but it is Sunday morning. I'm not sure if they'll be adding one later on the day. This is later in the day, closer to 12 o'clock, and the line is to the front of the queue for Roadrunner Express. So yeah, definitely only running one train today. Dr. Diabolical is running 2 trains. There's one going up, and there's one in the station right now. So during Roller Coaster Rodeo, they did have a bunch of walls up here, but my guess is that was just for haunted houses that they're getting ready, because those are all down and now they're setting up the stage, it looks like, for Fright Fest. The Iron Rattler's running 2 trains. There's one that just went, and I saw one just pull into the station here. Another way to really get a good view of that. Here are some of those props that they had out during Roller Coaster Rodeo when we passed by the stage. There you see the chicken coop, see the doghouse back there, and of course you have the barn. And here's the first kind of Fright Fest decor we've come across in the steamed pumpkin area, but that's here in Crack Axle Canyon. We have some more pumpkins here. You got this guy. I think a couple of years ago he was at the very front of the park. They kind of, looks like they rethemed him to have a more steampunk aesthetic. I don't remember if he had this last year or if this is like a brand new look for him. I'll have to go back and look at our footage from last year. And here's the other steam pumpkin decor for the Crack Axle Scare Zone. Right here is typically where their arrival takes place. For Fright Fest, this is where they release all the scare actors, all the monsters comes out. It's a great event. I'm assuming they're doing it again this year. I don't know, but literally you will have people lined up. And it gets really packed. They're lined up all the way down here. But it gets very crazy, very crowded, so if you're coming to Fright Fest and they do have their arrival, it's fun to watch, but just be prepared. It's gonna be kind of crazy over here for the start of the arrival. Daredevil dive, not currently open, but they're testing it, so I don't think it's down for the day. Like I said, got here at park opening, so I'm sure the staff are still coming in. They're still going through their checks to make sure everything's fine. All right, this is later in the day. Daredevil dive is open and running. There are people in the queue. I just saw some people getting off. So this one's A-okay. They were just doing testing earlier. Gully Washer is currently not running. So that is currently down too. Now that one I think might be more of than just them testing because there's no water in here, which is a shame. I really like this ride. Carol and I haven't gone on it in a while, so once they get it back up, we'll have to go. Oh, I do also want to add though, so during Fright Fest, this ride still goes. I'm not sure how late into the night it goes, but they do dye the water red. So that's a fun little thing they do here. You got some more pumpkins. Typically in the past, for Fright Fest, they line this tunnel with pumpkins from the ceiling or from the archway. It's a great little walkthrough right here. And here's the other Fright Fest decor on the other side of the tunnel. Here over in the DC universe, there's not too much new going on. Looks like all the rides are running. Except for maybe Poison Ivy. I'll go back and check on that. Shazam is testing, I guess. I don't see anyone up there. So Poison Ivy is still down. Nothing new to report there. And that girl, they did get a new sign up here that says Gotham City. So that's a nice little touch. But over here near Kid Flash, they have put up a much taller wall. And here's the back side of the fencing. And there's the original fence right there. So why do they have this all blocked off? They eventually have plans to tear that down, and whatever is going to replace it is going to be a longer track, take up more space. That is a possibility, but that's just my guess. I don't have any information on that. It's just pure guesswork here. Also over here near the DC Universe area, you have a nice little Superman, what do you call this? Mural? Wall? I don't know. But I don't recall this being here previously. Nice little spot to get a photo if you can make it here early without anyone sitting on the benches. If not, it's just a nice little decor for the area. Speaking of Superman, that is running 2 trains as well. Hang on. Just waiting for the second one to appear. So there's 1 train going in right now. And then there's a second train going up, so confirmed on 2 trains. Typically there are 3, but we'll take whatever we can. 2 trains is better than 1. Looks like Batman the Ride is currently down. I don't even see it testing, so I have no idea what's going on with that. So I don't know if Batman's down or just people aren't coming in. Because I just saw a group of people come in, look at it, and then turn back around. But I will do one more pass around the park, and at the end of the park updates, I will update what rides are down and what rides are up. But over here in the Rockville area, looks like they're doing some construction here. I think this is supposed to just be a drink stand, or just a nice little stand that's going up. This looks like it's mostly done. I'm sure they're just doing some small additions before they open it. But so far, no Fright Fest decor going out here just yet. And here at Rockville High, this is where FT92 will be taking place on August 16th at 2 p.m. I believe it's at Zaragoza, but there's something else that's going on there that day. But this is also one of the haunted houses for the year, or for the Fright Fest. Jeffrey Siebert on Instagram has been sharing some of the progress on the inside. Now, is it going to be themed to Stranger Things again? I don't know. He has mentioned that there's going to be more IPs coming to the park. We'll find out in about 2 weeks. Here at Wonder Woman, the Golden Lasso coaster. Looks like it's not running right now. Might be temporarily delayed. It just looks like they're checking out a few things, but when it is running, it looks like there are 2 trains on the track. I don't think any of the trains are that long from the start to the very end here. Yeah, you can see a little gap there in the middle. But yeah, so it looks like Wonder Woman is running 2 trains whenever it's fully running. Like I said, it looks like it's just down. There's a bit of delay right now. I was gonna try and get some footage of it running or testing, but they're still in a pause in operations and I ran out of water. So I'm gonna get a refill of water and then just continue on the walk around the park to bring y'all some updates. If you're looking for water outside of almost every restroom, there are these water dispensers. All you need to do is, let me get my bottle out. Get your bottle and Put it in front of there. Hang on. There it goes. Water comes out. Boop. Now, Fiesta Boardwalk opens at 1. It is currently 11:30, so I'm not going to make that. But I doubt there's any big updates here in the boardwalk. Looks like some of the Infestation props are already out. Right next to Scream. Presented by Skittles. And colored by Technicolor. You also have the UFO prop right next to Pete's. And also right next to Bubble Pop, but once again, Bubble Pop is done for the season. So no shows today. Poltergeist. It's hard to tell if there's only 1 or 2 trains going, but there's not a long line, so makes me believe that there's maybe 2 trains going. I'll go find out for myself. Alright, so I can confirm that Poltergeist is only running 1 train, but that was a very short line. I got like a walk-on, so I don't know if it's because it was early in the morning or what. So here in the Spassburg area, typically where there is the House of Voodoo, wow, they have been doing some construction on the facade of it. So I'm not sure if they brought it out a little bit more, but they are adding something that you can look at while you're waiting in line. Oh, I see it. That scared me for a second. I saw this guy over here, this prop. Oh, there's even like a nice little tower going on. So this is insane that they're adding, at least to this house, this much detail to it. Over here in the arcade, typically this gets turned into one of the houses for Fright Fest. But this is also a nice little area to cool down in. Just realized that as I came in. Alright, so that's the end of the walk around of the park for updates. So the rides that were still down on the second lap that I did were Boomerang, Wonder Woman, and Batman. And I didn't get a chance to go to the boardwalk area, as that opens at 1 and it is 12 o'clock. So I just don't want to wait around that long. Plus, I forgot to put on sunscreen, so I got to get out of here. So now I'm just going to throw it to the part of the video where I just talk about some of the information, events, and other things that are coming up for Six Flags Fiesta Texas. So let's go there now.
Alright, so to start off, after August 10th, Fiesta Texas will only be open on Saturdays and Sundays. So this upcoming week will be the last full week it's open for this month. On the weekdays, the park will be opening up at 11 a.m. And for the rest of the time this month, the park will be opening up at 10:30 a.m. And the closing times vary between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. just depending on the day. For Hurricane Harbor, Labor Day is the last operating day for the season, so if you were wanting to make it out, you better do it soon. The water park opens at 12 p.m. and closes at 7 p.m. almost each operating day. There are 2 Sundays that it does not. Now, FT92 has been announced. It's taking place August 16th at 2 p.m. in the Rockville Theater. Now, what is FT92? It is a free event for anyone with a park admission. This is where they reveal everything for Fright Fest and typically make announcements about what's going on with the park. Very great event to just go out and see what's going on. I know Jeffrey Siebert has already been posting things about what's going on for Fright Fest and has even posted that new IPs are coming to the park. So we're very excited to see what's going to be announced here for Fright Fest. Now it's been announced that the Passholder perks are being put on hold. Now these were kind of like the Passport to Summer that SeaWorld's been kind of promoting recently. So basically this was if you would come into the park so many times during the month, you would get certain rewards. Like I said, currently on pause, no word on when it's coming back. Hopefully it's not too long, but it does say it's an extended pause. I would think if there's nothing announced soon that it's probably going to be something that will be included starting 2026. Now currently their gold and prestige passes are on sale, and it includes most if not all the Six Flags Entertainment parks. We still have our Legacy Diamond passes, but this is very enticing. The only thing that hasn't been announced yet is if Legacy members have to buy an all-season pass add-on for 2026, which if that's the case, we might have to jump over to this. But the only real difference between the gold and prestige pass at Fiesta Texas is that the prestige gets you an extra 5% saving on food and merch, a single use skip the line pass per visit, 2 bring a friend tickets per year, preferred parking and access to the VIP lounge, and entrance. And now, I once said that the VIP lounge wasn't worth it, and I take that back. The VIP lounge is very worth it, especially if you're going to be spending a lot of time in the parks in the summer or really waiting for Fright Fest to start. It is a nice place to just kind of sit and cool down and wait. Now the Gold membership is $6.99 per month after an initial down payment of $20, and the Prestige membership is $12.99 per month after an initial payment of $20. If you just want the season passes, the 2026 Gold Pass is $89. I don't think that requires a $20 payment. And the Prestige Pass is $145. And the Passholder add-ons have now been updated to include the 2026 season. We most likely will be getting the Picture Pass, as we have gotten that in the past before, and we thought it was worth it for the price that you pay for it. And we will also probably be getting the All-Season Haunt Attraction Pass, especially since I tend to go just about every weekend during Fright Fest. Now this is just if you want to get into the houses. If you have a season pass and want to go to Fright Fest and just not go to the houses, that's totally fine. Fright Fest is not a separated ticket event, just the houses. But really, if you go to Fright Fest and want to do the houses, I think like probably 2 to 3 visits will make this worth it.
But that is all from Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Keep an eye out for our FT92 video. That's going to be after August 16th. I also want to quickly mention, if you live in the San Antonio area, there's a small park in Seguin, Texas, just outside of San Antonio, called ZDT. They are closing permanently on August 17th. But if you can, you definitely should make it out there. But if you like this video, please like and subscribe. We do update videos for SeaWorld San Antonio, as well as Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and also vlogs on both parks and of other parks that we go and visit. So thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to hydrate. Until next time, we'll see y'all. Both of my hands are whatever, so. That's all right, I got you. Oh. It's like something dug itself down that way.